fine. Get real. But here's Sacred Beasts for you. It looks like it's Danger Sacred Beasts. I'm going to try and get this in some kind of order, because I have no idea how this deck kind of operates, even though he smacked me with it on Thursday. And I mean royally smacked me with it. He 2-0'd me. It hurt. Parallax East, Dangers, Iblis, Destruction Sword, Fallen Paradise, and Opening the Spirit Gates, 2 Cold by Imperm. Wait, that second game, you sided Neos Fusion against me? I hate you, Finch.
Do it again.
Shut up. Good on ya. I hand trapped him 4 times and then drops a big fucking beat stick. Bonk.
I'm not sure if that could be seen.
The thumbs up. You want to try again to see if it was in range? Yeah, it was in range.
Excellent.
Oh, fucking. So this is, really speaking as people know it, Sacred Beast is a big number mixed swing dot deck with a lot of protection in the deck. It can be really difficult to move the Sacred Beast, and I'll point out the cards, the important ones, as we go. I do want to sit down and do an actual deck profile with Finch in person, but I need to try and get the equipment to do that at Game Lobby. I need to actually sit down with Rick RTO and be like, do we have some things that we can set up in order to set up a stream setup, wow words, at the venue, and just put one table to the side as a streaming table, and then have another camera for me for commentary. I didn't do it on Thursday because he was a busy man. We literally had to solemn judgment him from moving just so he could sit down for 5 minutes because he was effing knackered. Yet we'll try to get out of Victoria first, Phoenix, and don't have COVID. Oh! So I'll let you guys have a look at what these cards actually do more than anything. Now let's have a good look through while people come through. Huh? I mean, why not 3K? I'll beat you with Numeron right in the face. So we have Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, Shimmering Scrapper. He's a scrapper. That's not a scrapper. That's a world deleter. Must be special summoned from the hand by tributing 3 monsters. You can only use each of the effects once per turn. Quick effect, you discard this card and target one Raviel, Lord of Phantasms you control for the rest of the turn. Its attack becomes double its current attack. It's a 4K beat stick. Also, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. If this card's in your graveyard, you can tribute 1 monster, add this card to your hands. So this card is basically just making actual Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, like Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, if Ultimate Conductor Tyranno did steroids for 3 years and didn't get caught. Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder. Same kind of summoning condition as the other one. This one is you have to send 3 face-up continuous spells you control to the graveyard. If it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the grave, do 1,000 damage to your opponent. And while this card is in face-up defense position, your opponent control cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. It's a 4K defense, 4K attack. Yay. Lord of Phantasms, this is usually the first one he brings down. Must be special summoned from their hand by tributing 3 fiend monsters. Each time your opponent normal summons a monster, you special summon a phantasm token to your side of the field, but it cannot declare an attack. Once per turn, you can tribute 1 monster. This card gains attack equal to the tributed monster's original attack. So it can tribute the token to gain 1,000 attack and defense, or tribute something else to get really, really big. Darkest Diablos, we all know it. He uses this for the secondary effect. You can tribute 1 dark monster. Your opponent places 1 card from the hand on either the top or bottom of the deck. It's basically a Pseudo hand rip. He's got 2 copies in here. Dark Beckoning Beast. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel, or 1 card that specifically lists any of those cards in its text from the deck to the hand except for Dark Beckoning Beasts. You're going to use it once per turn. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense in addition to your normal summon or set. The other one, I believe, is Chaos Summoning Beast or Dark Summoning Beast because they're all 0/0. You can tribute this card, special summon 1 Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel from your hand, ignoring summoning conditions. Banish this card from your graveyard to add a Fallen Paradise from your deck to your hand. Use each effect once per turn. Fallen Paradise is basically Pot of Greed. Dark Summoning Beast, in comparison to Dark Beckoning Beast. You can tribute this card, special summon Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel from your hand or deck, ignoring summoning conditions. Also, monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of this turn. You're going to use it once per turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel from your deck to your hand. Parallel Exceed. I actually didn't see this on Thursday. So, I actually don't know what the application is for this card. We'll see. Finch can explain it in chat if he so desires. If this card is special summoned by the effect of Parallel Exceed, this level becomes 4, its original attack and defense is halved. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If you link summon, you can special summon this card from your hand to your zone that link monster points to, and if this card is normal special summoned, you can special summon a Parallel Exceed from your deck. So it's basically mass link material. Which, hey, that's actually pretty good. We got Danger Nessie, Danger Mothman, a Chupacabra, 2 Chupacabras, a Snack, and a Jackalope. Some of the Dangers being reprinted in Armageddon, so if you don't already have them, I think Jackalope was in there. Nightmare Corruptor Idley, because we really need to see this card again, and a Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, because locking out the extra deck is always fun. 3 Allure of Darkness, 1 for 1, a Melody of Waking Dragon to get the Darkest Diabloses, Foolish Burial, 2 Called by the Grave, Opening of the Spirit Gates, this is another one from the Sacred Beast structure deck. When this card is activated, you can add Araya, Hamon, or Raviel, or one monster specifically lists any of those cards in its text from your deck to your hand. So literally half your deck is addable through this continuous spell. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, costs, special summon 1 Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense from your graveyard. Once per turn, if you control a level 10 monster, you can add 1 continuous spell from your graveyard to your hand. You can only activate 1 Opening of the Spirit Gates per turn. Please note that you can only activate 1 of this card per turn, but both of their effects are soft once per turns. So if you activate 1 of these on turn 1, and then your turn 2 comes around, you have a second copy, you can legally activate that second copy, get another search, and then special summon 2 Fiends from your graveyard because they're both soft once per turns. Fallen Paradise. Remember, we could search for this with, I believe it was Chaos Summoning Beast, could search it from banishing it from the graveyard. This is really important. Your opponent cannot target Araya, Hamon, Raviel, or Armatil the Chaos Phantasm in your monster zones with card effects. Also, those monsters cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while you control them. So you need to use a non-destroying, non-targeting removal if Fallen Paradise is on the board. Or remove Fallen Paradise. If you control Araya, Hamon, Raviel, or Armatil, Pot of Greed. That effect can be Ghost Ogred or Cycloned off on the activation, but still, it's Pot of Greed. And because each turn it's pretty easy to get one of the gods onto the table, or one of the sacred beasts, sorry, you're basically saying, I am going to draw 3 every turn. Pretty good. 2 imperms on the side. Extra deck, we have a Rainbow Neos, because of course he has Neos Fusion in the side. We have a Gustav Max, we have Baguska, Abyss Dweller, Boral Sword, Axis Code Talker, Apollosa, Unicorn, Phoenix, Union Carrier, IP, Vert Anaconda, Link Karibo, Armorage, and Relinquished Anima. It's because we've got level 1s in the deck, we can use Anima into a steal if we so desire. Side deck, we have the Elemental Hero Neos, as well as the Rainbow Dragon with the Neos Fusion, because of course Rainbow Neos needs to be in this damn deck. 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Evenly Matched, 1 Red Reboot, and 3 Solemn Judgment. As you can probably see, the idea of this deck, over most other things of this deck, is to set up the biggest board possible of biggest swinging McDick faces in Hamon, Araya, Raviel, protect them with Fallen Paradise, draw cards, and beat the opponent's face in until it's black, blue, red, yellow, green, and orange. That's basically what this deck is trying to do. He has a replay. God hand, oh my god. Swinging McDick faces. I mean, right? Right? So, let's see how this plays so you can see, get the idea. So, Allure, since we've got a couple of Darks and Chupacabra, whoop-de-doo, draw 2. Ditches the Chupacabra. Opening the Spirit Gates, we're going to add one of the gods or a card that names it. We're probably going to add Raviel. Oh no, we've got Dark Beckoning Beast. Cool. Dark Beckoning on the normal, we're going to add. Hate it when it does the shuffle. I think that added Dark Summoning Beast. Extra normal summon from Dark Beckoning. So we have the extra normal summon here for a Fiend Monster of 0 attack and defense. We have Chaos Summoning Beast, so we do the same thing. We add. Or not, if we want to. Link Karibo away the Chaos Summoning Beast. Not sure why we did this. Oh no, you didn't have one in your hand. That's fine. Link Karibo did this. Let's go. Summon. Dark Summoning Beast. Bring out Raviel. We have Darkest Diablos doing its thing because we drew a monster on the board that happened to be dark, so let's summon the prick. Dark Summoning Beast is going to add us another Raviel. Chaos Summoning Beast is going to get us Fallen Paradise. Paradise. We control a god, so let's draw 2. And then we continue. Union Carrier, Parallel Exceed. Exceed. That's your Abyss Dweller. Have a Chupacabra. Summon and draw. Have a Jackalope. Summon and draw. Union Carrier. This is dark. Now we can't get to the extra deck. IP, play end. So we have Raphael. It's protected by Fallen Paradise. And we managed to draw 2 cards off of it. Abyss Dweller, IP plus Union Carrier means we can go into Apo. We can probably go into a bigger Apo if we want to. If we want to use the Darkest Diablos. We have a hand rip there if we want to tribute as well. We still have 2 in hand. He could have gone further if he really wanted to. You can't get to the extra deck. You can't use your graveyard. Removing this is going to be a pain in the ass while Fallen Paradise is still on the board. IP Masquerade is probably coming. Going into like an Apo. Can we really complain about that? But that's the idea of what Sacred Beasts wants to do. Set this up, draw cards, and make it really hard to out. It's a protection of the board scenario. There you go. And then Fitch has out of the part. Because I did forget about the token generation from Vrevriel. Because that's also dark. So you can tribute that off the board. So there is a lot that you can do with Sacred Beast. Is it top tier? No. Is it strong? Goy. Doomsterror, thank you for the follow. You missed the combo? I'll bring it back up for you, dude. Just for you. I'll just let it run for you while we talk, yeah? I agree, Melbourne. I agree. It's a bit like that. Pot of greed. I was say drawing Parallel Exceed there was bloody clutch. Like, can we really argue with that combo? That's pretty nuts. And as I said before, Raviel will get a token the second the opponent normal summons a monster. The token is dark, so Diablos can fire it off, and your opponent has to lose a card from their hands. So, pretty damn good. Moldog, this is why Hulk Union Carry need a ban. I agree. At least Hulk. Union Carry is... Is it degenerate enough? No, it's Sacred Beasts. So you've got to be honest that this is just making use of cards that already exist in format. We've seen these kinds of combos before. Finch is just putting like a unique spin onto it, using things like Parallel Exceed. Give you a quick rank 4. Pardon me. Like a quick rank 4 that you can go into in the Abyss Dweller, and a panic you got from Baguska as well, if you really want to go that far. But it's seeing things that we've already seen before, just done in a way that buying 3 structured decks will allow you to do, and just buying the extra bits and pieces if you don't already have them. Because a lot of people already have a lot of this stuff, especially if they're already established. But there's really nothing that I can comment on it when it comes to this deck, because I'm not good with this kind of deck. This is Finch's thing. This is what he does. He likes taking really cheap structure decks like Sacred Beasts, or taking something like Unchained and just blowing people out with it and just catching them completely off guard. And he did it to me on Thursday with this. So, and I mean, who doesn't like Pot of Greed? Who doesn't like Pot of Greed? Fallen Paradise.